welcome back, guys and gals and whoever else. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate every one of you, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll do my best to continue to make the best content I can make for you anyway. All right, so today we have gotten the cable in for the Yamaha golf cart, and you guys remember this cable here was in bad shape, and it didn't move freely. So I've got the new one in, and it appears to be the same length, the same ends are on it. All I gotta do is transfer these two brackets over, and we'll be good to go. What I would like to do before I do that, though, is I like to try to take some lightweight oil, which I'm going to use WD-40. And I'm going to try to spray some down in this cable, right down in there, until I see it come out the other end. And that'll give this thing a little bit of lubricant. It's just something that I want to do. You definitely don't have to do it, but it's just something that I want to do. There we go, starting to come out the end. It's not going to hurt a thing. And it may not even help it. I think it will, but it may not. It may not help it last any longer. But in my mind, I think it's something that would help. Okay. Now, make sure your boot is on here and on here properly, because that helps seal out dust and debris and help keep moisture out to an extent. Same way with this. And there's our bracket. I'm going to try and just kind of like eyeball where my nuts are to hold this bracket, and that should put us pretty close to where it needs to be. So that way we're not trying to mess with it while it's up under the cart. Because that wouldn't be it wouldn't be too fun. We'll go ahead and lock that down. It's a Kawasaki, so it's probably metric. Yep, 10 mil. And that should be good to go. Yep, that should be good to go. All right. So we have this bracket on this side. We're going to do the same thing with this other end. So you'll probably have to pull your boot back slide your cable up through that slot. Remember which way it needs to be oriented, whether it's this way or this way. And I know it needs going this way. And then once you drop your cable into place, it's not going to cooperate. But anyway, it basically drops on like so. And you slide it back through the hole and go back all the way up back to this shoulder. And then once you've done that, you take a pair of pliers and you give it a little crimp. And if the pliers don't work, stick it in the vise. After you take out whatever you had in it. Just give it a little crimp. You ain't got to kill it. There we go. Oh, need a little bit more. Okay, so you want it to be able to swivel still, but not come over that shoulder. There we go, we're good to go. All right, so let's go out to the cart, get this thing installed, get it tested, and hopefully get it back to the owner. If you have any questions or whatever, send it to me in a comment, and I'll do what I can to answer it for you. Screwdriver to put the front bracket together. Alright. Uh-oh. I think I lost the nut that holds this piece on here onto the carb. Big. Oh, never mind, it's not a nut. I had taken this and drilled a hole through it so I can put a cotter in it. Just like the original. Get in. There we go. There's that. Goes up in there. This goes to here. And that goes to there. All right. Let's see if everything actuates the way it's supposed to. Yeah. I think I might have to make an adjustment. We tried But looks like we're still gonna have to make an adjustment while it's inside the golf cart. It's gonna be a little hard to reach. And I believe that was a 10 millimeter. And then I believe it's a 12 millimeter bolt that holds the bracket in the back. So don't forget to snug that up. Yeah, I think I can do it. All right, bracket's tightened in place. Then we grab our 10 millimeter, and we can make our adjustments on the bracket so that the carburetor throttle opens up like it's supposed to. Right now it's not opening up very much. So we're going to see if we can change that a little bit. All right, let's see how we do there. All right, so, well, I see a little problem. It might be an issue, is that the bracket in the back, besides the bolt, it has an alignment pin, and the bracket has a hole, and you gotta put that alignment pin through the hole, and I guess it came loose or came out of that alignment hole. And I started to snug it up, so dag on it. Well, ouch. Guess we gotta start over in the back. I didn't realize it had moved, and when I tightened it up, I guess it may have tweaked the bracket a little bit. Yeah, tweaked it a little bit. I'll just get my poor man's dolly and we'll straighten it out right here. Poor man's hammer. Poor man's dolly, which is another hammer. Oh my gosh. Just set it up there like so. Hopefully you can see that. Nope. There we go. Set it up there like so. And voila, like brand new. Let's see if I can stay in there this time. All right, I think we got some adjustments to make, but I believe we're just about there. So everything is snugged up on both ends, and I just got to put my little pins on each end, and that will be done. Let's give it a quick test. Just to make sure that everything's gonna work like it should. Make sure it's in neutral. So I believe we have cured the problem. Starts up pretty easy now. Where before it would just crank and crank and crank and crank and crank. And so just a little recap. We had to, our main problem was this adapter back here was plastic, and it was the second one that I've put it on because it kept cracking. And I believe it's cracking due to, it's a golf cart, so it bounces around like any other vehicle. The carburetor just hangs off the end of it right here, and plus the screws that hold it in place, they weren't very deep into the plastic either. So that we replaced that. In the meantime, while we were replacing that, we realized our cable was bad, and we replaced that. And so that's how you diagnose and replace the adapter and cable on a, I believe it's a 95 Yamaha golf cart. Hopefully this was some good content for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. If so, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, send me some comments, let me know what you think. Be kind and help people when you can.